Welcome back to the Do the Wrong Thing podcast. My name is Maxwell Media Inc. I am joined by Unicorn of War, and this is a no lies detective inspired podcast. Our favorite podcast got canceled, so we decided to continue it.
People these days keep praising other people for simplistic things that should already be done. Oh, he responded to my text message. That means that he's the one. Require more. I say this all the time. Require more from people. A response should not be praised as an add-on to how great someone is. As soon as you have to convince somebody what you've done or what they should be doing, y'all just break up.
How are you doing?
Because that's clearly what mentally stable people do. I'm doing all right, Max. I'm fine. I'm in good spirits, although I am mentally vacant. So, will I give good advice for these stories, girl? I don't know. I won't know until we begin, so.
That's cool. I'm recovering from a cold at the moment, but I'm rejuvenated.
That he blames my entire state for.
Well, I mean, it is kind of your fault. I mean, if we're being real.
Whatever.
We're being honest. Last time was kind of weird that, like, we was really giving some good relationship advice. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe we should write like a book or something.
Yeah, that does sound like it could be an interesting thing. I've definitely never done that before.
No, I don't remember you ever doing anything like that before.
No, never. I've never written a word, actually.
There definitely won't be a link to a book in the description at all.
Absolutely not.
For money. For money.
Yeah, I don't even know how to write.
I don't even think you know how to spell.
No, definitely not.
And you know our generation can't read.
No, none of us can.
You know, in other words, because, you know, we're being weird as fuck right now.
We are. How the fuck did we get here? Like,
I don't know how I don't know how we got here, but I guess, like, let's just break the ice by, like, getting into these crazy, ridiculous fucking stories.
We don't have any set theme or anything. Max just ventured out into the wild, found some he thought were cool, and is bringing them back for us to gawk at.
Yeah, I've been saving some Am I the Assholes for, like, a couple of weeks, so...
He has a horde.
So I have a horde, so I'm just gonna read some off. I'm gonna read like 5. I'm gonna read 5 titles, and you just pick which one you think is the most interesting.
God help us.
Am I the asshole for locking my bedroom door after my roommate kept going into my stuff, even after I asked her not to do that? Oh wow, that was a long title.
Oh wow, okay, but fuck that roommate though.
Am I the asshole for telling my dad's side of the family why I went no contact with him? That's 2.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for sending my friend home without clothes because she used my boyfriend's shower?
Oh my.
And am I the asshole for having my neighbor stare at me every time I bring someone over?
Ooh.
Am I the asshole for telling my friend she cannot leave her kid with me every time she wants to be alone?
Oh. Not another mom who doesn't want to be a mom. Oh my god.
Like, you take your pick.
I was gonna say the dad one, but let's go with that last one. Just cause I don't know, I'm intrigued by this abandoning of the children.
Okay. This should be sending. Would you mind being our narrator?
Not at all. Let's see. Am I the... Oh, hold on. AITJ. Oh, am I the jerk? Girl, just say asshole. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for telling my friend she cannot leave her kid with me every time she wants time alone? I adore my friend, but she has developed a habit of dropping her child off at my apartment with almost no warning. At first, it was once a month, and I was happy to help. Then she started doing it once a week. Now it is almost every other day. Oh my. She will show up at my door and say she needs a break and that her kid loves spending time with me. I work from home, so I cannot always entertain a child for hours. I told her this gently several times. She would always say she owed me, but never actually changed anything. Last week, she showed up again, and I told her directly that I could not babysit without notice, and I am not available by default. She got upset and said I should be happy to help because our child sees me as family. I told her that being family does not mean replacing childcare. She should be arranging herself. She left in a rush and later sent a message saying I had changed into someone she no longer recognized. She has not contacted me since, and I feel guilty, but also relieved. Oh my God. So, fuck that bitch. That's my knee-jerk response.
So you don't think that the OP is an asshole?
I don't, because like, look, I get it. Being a parent is hard, but that is also your responsibility. And, you know, for what it's described, it's like, girl, you cannot just like make somebody else like that responsible for your child, especially like if like you can't just assume that people are willing to step in that much by default. Like, girl, every other day is insane. And I'm just like, okay, it doesn't seem, because there's no mention of her doing it so she can like go to work or something, you know, like help provide for the child. This is just for alone time. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, girl, no, stop doing that. Yeah, like your friend is also working from home. That doesn't mean that they're able to provide for a child. Like that's still work that your friend has to be doing. So like, not the asshole. And I appreciate the boundary setting at the end.
So this is my opinion. OP, I'm gonna look you dead in your motherfucking eye when I say this. Girl, you are the asshole. Because first of all, let's start here. Why you already were allowing your friend to drop her baby off with you every other day. Now, I know that you said that you set a boundary with her a couple of times, but obviously you didn't. If she kept coming over, because if it was me, it would have got to the point where when the doorbell rang, I would have not gotten the door. Nobody would have been home. So I say all the time, people treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So I feel like if you get your friend used to you always taking care of the baby, like what the friend said at the end makes sense of like, you're turning into somebody I don't recognize, because what your friend has recognized all this time is her being able to use you and take advantage of you, and like, that's what the friend is used to. So now that you're like, I don't want you to take advantage of me, this is a boundary. So yeah, the friendship is different, and it seems like that's what the friendship was built on. So, I mean, do you feel guilty that you are no longer allowing your friend to treat you like this? Because if you want your friendship back, that's what you would have to do. You'd have to go back to that. But like,
girl, do you want that kind of friendship back? Girl.
But then there are some questions that I would like to ask. Like, is your friend single? Is your friend married? Is your friend divorced?
Yeah, there was no mention of that at all. I was getting the impression of like, okay, if she hasn't like mentioned it, maybe it's like, because I kind of just went with the assumption of like a single mom, maybe that's it. Like there's like nobody else that she can turn to. Because I'm also like, where are the other friends? Where's her family? Like, is there nobody?
My second question would be, how old is the child? Is the child 6 months? Is the child 6 years old? Is the child 10 years old? 15? If the child is a teenager, I would say, girl, if you don't fucking put on some Blue's Clues and do your work in the background, okay, like, that child can pretty much watch themselves. Now, if it's a child that's under 10 that needs to be watched a lot, maybe that's different. Oh, okay, like, I don't have time to sit there and watch you and play with you all day, so maybe not. But if it's an older child that can pretty much sit down and play on the tablet and, not make too much, I don't understand why you couldn't just have the child be at your house.
Yeah, like a lot of the details would like change the context, and like I can understand leaving a lot of it vague for like the sake of privacy, but it is kind of like leading us to make a lot of assumptions about what this situation looks like. Like a lot of the details would probably like swing what our opinions would be.
Cause like, this is what I'll also say. Yes, it is a parent and it is your responsibility to take care of your child. But I also kind of feel like, in a way, that's a little unrealistic. And I feel like we underestimate like community and like how much community goes into it. It takes a village and all of that. And I just think it comes down to like, do you want to be a part of the village? And I think people and friends and family need to assess, because sometimes people say they want to be your village, but then when it's time to be a villager, then it's like, they out. And I'm not saying that's what happened here, but I'm saying like in general, like if my friend is having a baby, I think there's a difference between like, oh, my friend's having a baby, that's cute, like, cool, my friend has a baby. And then there's like, oh no, like, my friend is having a baby and I want to be a part of the baby's life. I think that's like different things. And I think that like, if you want to actively be a part of the baby's life, I think that does come with responsibility. And I think that you are obligated to be frank, I think you're obligated to help. Now, does that mean that you have no boundaries? Does that mean that like, like your friend can just walk all over you? No. But I do think if you can help and you have the ability to help without it putting you out, I think you should. I think that like, I think if you're able to get your work done and like the child be there, why not? Like, why not? Like, but again, I don't know the details of like how old the kid is, if like the kid needs a lot of attention or not. I don't know. But if it's possible for the baby to be there and you get your work done and everything can be cool, I don't, because I'm always of the philosophy of, if I can help and it not put me out, why wouldn't I help?
Yeah, I think I would generally agree with you. Like, we have kind of lost that sense of community, and I think the core issue, like, that we kind of have to focus on, like with the information we do have, is that OP kind of just did not think what her boundaries should be in the first place and did not firmly set or enforce them, which led to this issue. And I think that is something to work on. That is something that you gotta like focus on. Like, what are you willing to do to help your friend? What are you not willing to do? Like, what do your boundaries look like? Like, you cannot let somebody just like walk all over you like that and create that expectation, because it is gonna backfire on you. And I feel like I kind of see a glimmer of my old self in this, where I would say things weren't a problem until they blew up in my fucking face. Like, girl, you cannot do that. Like, that's just gonna create disaster after disaster. So like, on the one hand, I do think it is shitty that like your friend did kind of walk all over you, but you did like also kind of allow it in the first place, and like, good for you, like, enforcing a boundary finally. But like, I think you're gonna need to learn to do that sooner and more clearly.
Yeah, because now, like, again, I don't know how old the child is, but now all of a sudden you were in the child's life and now you're not, and we don't know how that's gonna affect the child, or like, why is Auntie so and so not around? I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, that's gonna be up to the mother. But like, still, like, you being there and then now you're not gonna be there, that is gonna have some effects. So I feel like,
especially if the kid's attached to you, like, ooh, girl,
like, if the
and honestly,
kid's attached to you,
no matter what the kid's age is, that's gonna stick with them.
And it's like, why is Auntie so and so not around? And then if the T is Auntie so and so is not around because they didn't want to watch you, ooh.
That kid is gonna have severe psychological scars from this, all because you didn't enforce your boundaries.
So that's why you gotta enforce your boundaries, child. That's why you gotta enforce your boundaries for real.
And don't wait until it blows up in your face. Like, I'm just wondering also, like, what it was like when the frequency started increasing, and it's like, did you not think to, like, speak up when it started happening, or did you just roll with it when she started showing up more often? And again, I must also ask, is this mom working? Is she going to work, or is it literally just like going to vibe alone and sit in the dark at home without the child?
Or is she going on dates and is she fucking man?
Ooh, yeah, that too. Like, what's she doing? Like, I get you might not want to share the details, but like, we want the details.
Guys, if you're gonna do these, y'all gotta give some more details for real. Like, we want to be in your business.
Like, I respect privacy. I truly do. But at the same time, I love specificity. So, and you're already coming to Reddit to tell us. So,
period. Okay, I'm gonna read you another random 5.
Okay.
Am I the asshole if I tell my stepdaughter she's not welcome?
Oh.
Am I the asshole for not wanting my cousin in my home when I'm not there?
Oh, God. What did that cousin do?
Am I the asshole for not floating a coworker money? Am I the asshole for telling my wife that I will lose respect for her if she doesn't apologize?
Damn.
Am I the asshole for canceling a family holiday at my house after my dad's side said he was bringing his new partner and we all had to accept it instantly?
Oh. Okay. I'm trying not to be the person who always picks the last one, but like, the new partner one intrigues me a lot. I don't know. I feel like that shit is always like, family politics will never not be interesting. That shit is gold.
Fair enough. I am sending you the story.
Thank you. Oh wow, they're all am I the jerk? Y'all, why are y'all so afraid of cursing?
Okay. All right, let me get into my Mother Goose era and start reading. I, 28 female, offered to host our big family holiday this year for the first time. Usually it's at my parents' place, but my mom moved out last year when my parents separated, and the house is now smaller. I have a decent-sized apartment, a dog, and I actually like cooking, so I thought it would be nice to have everyone over. Also, take some emotional load off my mom. When I first floated the idea in our family group chat, everyone sounded excited, including my dad. The only thing is that he asked that we keep it relatively small because I do not have unlimited chairs or dishes and I get overwhelmed easily with a ton of people crammed into my living room. So the plan was my dad, siblings, their partners and kids, and my grandma. We set the date, we shared menus, and we started buying decorations, making lists like nerds. Okay, so far. It sounds pretty wholesome. Sounds pretty good.
Note the details. I'm just saying. Note the details shared with us.
Like, lots of details. Anywho, for context, my parents' separation is still pretty fresh. They split officially 10 months ago, but not long after, Dad having a friendship that obviously was more than that. My mom finally had enough and moved into a condo. Dad has been hinting he is seeing someone but refused to give any details, said it was too soon for us to meet her and that he wanted us to respect his privacy, fine, his life. I was honestly relieved just to have a calm holiday where everyone could focus on food and kids instead of divorce drama. And then about 2 weeks before the holiday, Dad calls me and basically announces, not asks, that he will be bringing his new partner, Lena. They're always named Lena.
I was literally gonna say, like, Darnell's new girl?
Like they're always named Lena. He adds that he expects everyone to be welcoming and that he does not want any attitude or skulking kids. I said I was surprised because he hadn't made a big deal about privacy and also that Mom would be there. It might be a lot for her to sit in the living room with his new girlfriend like nothing happens. He cuts me off and says that he is tired of walking on eggshells around us and that he deserves happiness, and that if my mom chooses to feel awkward, that's her problem. Then he says something like, if you are hosting, you're hosting all of me, including my partner. If you cannot do that, I will remember it.
Oh my.
What?
Oh, girl.
Okay, that kind of came out of nowhere. All right.
The tea is piping.
I told him I was not comfortable being the stage for his grand reveal, especially when he refused to even have a real conversation first. I suggested he either talk to Mom and my siblings first, or we keep the holiday as just immediate family. And he introduced Lena another time. He doubled down and said that I was being controlling and disrespectful, and repeated that he was bringing her and we all needed to accept it instantly, no compromise. After that call, I just sat there shaking. I kept imagining my mom trying to make small talk while Dad acts like a teenager with a new crush. The more I thought about it, the more I felt like I was being forced into choosing a side or pretending the years of hurt never happened inside my own home that I was supposed to feel safe in. So the next day, I texted the family group chat and said I was canceling hosting. I told them I loved them, but I was not up for managing tensions, and maybe that it would be better if everyone did their own plans this year. My mom immediately called me and said she understood completely and would just spend the day with a friend. Oh, that's rough.
Girl.
Oh, not you just canceled the whole holiday. Oh, my siblings were disappointed, but mostly at our parents in general, not me. My dad, on the other hand, absolutely lost it. He said that I was punishing him for moving on and accused me of siding with my mom, and hinted that I was being ungrateful because he helped me with my college and with down payments on a place years ago. He keeps texting that I ruined the family holiday and that all I had to do was be polite to his new partner for a few hours. One of my aunts chimed in and said that I should have just hosted anyway and not made it about the divorce. I feel guilty because I know my siblings were looking forward to my siblings were looking forward to everyone being together, and I did pull the plug. But at the same time, I feel like my boundaries got bulldozed the moment my dad turned my home into a test of loyalty. Whoo, child.
Jesus Christ.
That was a lot to read. That was a lot.
That's a lot to process. Oh my God.
Ooh. Okay,
girl, fuck that dad.
Okay, Unicorn of War. Who's the asshole?
I'm gonna kill that dad because, like, Jesus, like, to have that just sprung on OP like that, like, oh, by the way, I'm bringing my new partner. Like, I don't care how it makes your mom feel. I don't care how it makes you feel. Like, on the one hand, it's like, I get you wanting to, like, move on or whatever, but it's like, yeah, this atmosphere in, like, this tiny ass house is not going to be comfortable for anybody in this situation, and it was made clear to you, and you're not, like, compromising. You're not like, okay, I'll introduce you guys, like, another time when it's, like, less awkward. It feels like he wanted to, like, blindside everybody, especially like the mom. Like, that felt really gross to me. And is it really sad now that, like, everybody's plans got canceled like that, like, out of the blue, kind of? Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, it's OP's house. OP is hosting. If OP doesn't feel comfortable with it, that's their choice to make, and I respect that. And I don't think it's the dad's place to call them ungrateful and all that shit. It's like, ooh, girl, like respect is a two-way street, especially like when your kids are grown. It's like, no, you gotta respect your kid's choices, and your kid made it very clear how they felt, and you don't give a fuck. Like, fuck you. No, OP's not the asshole.
You know I gotta be a contrarian. OP.
I know, it's one of the things I love about you and hate about you.
OP, girl, now you know damn well you the asshole and you wrong. Cause why you ruin everybody's holiday?
Wow, okay.
You ruined everybody's holiday because let's be real. You were uncomfortable with this situation. It wasn't about your mama. It wasn't about your siblings. Because it seemed like everybody else was cool. I didn't read. I mean, I read it myself. I didn't read that your mom was like, oh, no, 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 no. I didn't read that your siblings were like, oh, no, 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 no. Hell, even your aunties was like, girl, let it fly. So it was really just giving you were not ready to see your dad with somebody else. And that's cool. And that's cool. But at the end of the day, I just don't do this murder routine of but what about my mama and what about my mom and it's too soon and I imagine, like, see, that's your damn problem. You're doing all this damn imagining and you're not living in the reality of what the situation is. Because let's start here. How long have your parents not been serious and together? I didn't say how long have they been divorced. I'm saying how long have they been finished? Because oftentimes when the people are divorced, a lot of times their marriage ends way before they actually get fucking divorced. Excuse me. So I get that it might have been messy, and from what reading it seems like they divorced because of something your dad did, or they divorced because there was a cheating or infidelity or something. I don't know. You weren't specific, but the vibes of you being more concerned about your mom's feelings than your dad's, it gives that for whatever reason the divorce was his fault, and your mom is the wounded party. So you want to like protect and defend her.
Yeah, because there are mentions of like the dad having like quote unquote friendship. So like the vibe is giving that dad cheated. That's the vibe.
Mm-hmm. And like, listen, I understand that, child. And you know, and this is why I feel like I was really excited to do this, because I feel like me and Unicorn both have drastically different experiences to bring from this, because my parents are divorced, so I do have experience with this. But on the flip side, Thomas, your parents didn't get divorced. Your mom, unfortunately, passed away. But like,
yeah, honestly, my parents should have divorced.
Like, but like, do you feel like, would you feel this way if your dad like moved on?
I guess that would depend on like the context of it, but like, I mean, generally speaking, I don't think I would, because like, you know, I believe people should be allowed to like move on from this kind of situation. I think it's just the specific context of like the dad like having the friends and how he acted that made me kind of inclined to disagree with him off the bat. Like that, there's my bias. So, you know.
Cause like, I have a very similar experience to OP, where like, my parents been fussing and fighting all my life, and they didn't decide to finally get a divorce until like 2019, 2020. And, you know, a lot of people do not know this about me, but when I was 17 going on 18, my dad got really, really, really sick, and he was sick for like a long time, almost 2 years, and he was paralyzed, and like, it was a whole thing, and you know, our whole family really had to pitch in, taking care of him, and that's what's going on around the time that my mom were getting a divorce and all this. And he had a friend that was helping him out, taking him back and forth. You know, he would leave the house, he would come back, whatever, all of this. It was a whole thing. And it was like, this lady was clearly a very super special friend. Like, very clearly a super special friend.
A potential roommate, maybe.
You know, it was very clear that it was that. It was very clear that it was that. And personally, I didn't care. I didn't care. Because my parents had been in a tumultuous situation for so long. And I was just ready for their situation to be done and for them to just move on with their lives. Because I personally feel like when my parents are happy and whole, that means that everyone else around them is happy and whole. Because when they're miserable, everybody else is miserable. Okay? Because we're just that kind of family. Okay? When one person miserable, the rest of the whole family got to be fucking miserable. So, but again, when you're in a family, everybody is in a hive mind. Everybody has their own experiences and opinions. You know, were my siblings very happy about this situation? No, they were not very happy about it. And that's cool. That's their experience. That's their feelings, and they're entitled to their feelings. I just personally feel like my parents were never meant to go the distance. And I think that the universe simply put them together to have us so that we could be human beings and individuals that go out into the world and do what we're supposed to do and make change and make art and do, live life. I think that's why my parents were placed together by the universe or God or whatever. But in terms of them being a long-lasting pairing, I just don't think that that's what they were meant to do, And I think that they made each other more unhappy than happy. And I knew that from a very, very young age. So seeing my dad move on, as painful as it was for some people, for other people, and other people meaning me, I was happy about it. Because especially if it's a situation where you feel like your dad is no good, you feel like your dad did your mom wrong, I didn't want my dad with my mom. Because I felt like my mom is better than that. So, I wasn't like, I want my dad to be my mom. I was like, no. I get being in a space where you're like, oh, my dad is I don't like him because of what happened with him and my mom. But my response to that was, okay, well then I don't want my dad with my mom then. Let him be somebody else's problem. So him moving out and having a girlfriend and all of this shit, on one hand, I was happy about it because, it was you're out of my orbit, we don't really deal with each other that much, and you are essentially someone else's problem. I mean, I love my dad, but that's how I felt at the time. But over the years, as that relationship got more serious and ultimately ended up in marriage, my feelings have not shifted, but they've there's kind of a duality to them where it's that when I originally clocked that it was a super special friendship, I was called a liar. I was like, girl, that's not true, and it's not like that. And I'm just like,
not the gaslighting.
Okay, it's all right. It's not like that. Okay, but now it's like that. So now it's like that. And I think I just don't, and in retrospect, I just don't like that there was never any classy based, formal, hey, this is my girlfriend, we're together, I'm introducing you to my girlfriend in this official way. It was very much she was just always around and she was just always there. And yeah, and it's just she's just here you go. But at the same time, going to the OP, the way that I was raised, and I don't think, and personally, some people may think this is a negative thing. I don't think it's a negative thing. No matter how I feel, I was always raised to be respectful. I'm an adult. Yes, we're both adults, but he's my father, he's my parent, he's for the most part done right by me. He has a girlfriend. I'm going to respect her. I'm not going to have an attitude. I'm not going to be stinky. I was raised to have class and to have manners. And let's say my mom doesn't like this new person. My mom wouldn't even allow me to be disrespectful to another woman like that. Because that's just not how we were raised. So, like, I think the OP said that she was 28. Girl, you big grown. Like, you're grown as shit. I do think that you should be, no matter what the context is, I do think that you should be able to be in a room with your dad's girlfriend, whether you like her or not, and be cool. Again, I don't know the details of what exactly happened between the parents. I don't know. But especially if it's just a little cheatation and your mama is cool, I do think that you should be cool. Especially if everybody else is cool. Like, I don't know. Like, would it have really killed you? Would it have really killed you to have that moment with everybody? Because, like, the whole moment is not about the girlfriend. It's about your mom, your sibling, everybody, and the kids too. Your siblings have kids, so it's like, I don't know. I just feel like the only person really making it about the dad's girlfriend's debut is low key you. Like, I don't know. Is it, maybe I'm reaching, but like, it felt like nobody else was thinking about it like that but you.
No, because I can definitely see it from that perspective. Like, it feels like OP is slighted by the way that, you know, the mom was treated, and we don't even really know how the mom feels about it. It's not really brought up at all. So it feels like the OP might be masking their own pain with the language of protecting the mom. And on the one hand, it's like, I get it, especially like if you're closer to your mom or you think your mom was like victimized in the situation. I can understand that. But like, you do bring up good points of like, it's not your battle to fight. And like, regardless, if this is the woman that, you know, he's bringing into y'all's lives, like it's his partner, you know, if you do want to maintain a relationship with your father and like, you know, keep the family like intact, you kind of do have to accept it. Like, that's not saying you have to be perfectly okay with it. Like, you can voice whatever feelings you have, but like, you know, you're gonna have to like make certain adaptations because ultimately it's your father's choice who he's with. And I feel like OP, you also really have to separate your feelings from like other people's feelings. Like, ask yourself, are you really doing this on behalf of your mom, or is it like your own thing that you have to deal with? Like, I hadn't even considered that until you brought it up, really. I guess I had just taken it like on like truth that the mom was upset, but it's like, oh, we actually don't really know if the mom was upset.
I mean, we really don't. And like, honestly, and maybe my bias is coming in because I personally wish I would have preferred, especially because originally when I clocked it, I was told that that's not what it was when I knew that's what it was. I wish that my father would have been like, hey, kids, I'm introducing you to my girlfriend. This is my girlfriend. And then we would have gotten to... Because, I mean, I remember when they got married. It was like, oh, I remember I had lunch with my dad. My dad said, oh, I'm going to marry her. We're getting married. I said, oh, okay, cool. And then I went to the wedding and shit. And a lot of her friends and family, all of her friends and family, I met at the wedding. And it was so awkward. It was so awkward because it was like all these people are coming up to me and it's like, hi, we're family and we're hugging and it's all it is. And it's like,
and you're just like, I don't know who the fuck you are.
I don't know you. 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 And everybody was nice. Everybody was lovely. It was nice. It was like, girl, I don't know you. And it's like, I wish that all of these years that y'all were dating or whatever, we could have spent that time, if we're going to be a family, this new version of a family, I wish that we would have gotten to know each other better. Like, I think about this a lot. I have step siblings. I've never met them. I don't know their names. I don't know what they look like. Like, they wasn't down to the wedding. I don't know what that was about. I don't know to this day. Okay, and that wedding was like a year ago. So, you know, like, I don't know. So, I just, Yeah, so maybe that's a little bit where my bias with this is coming from. Is like, girl, if your
Right,
dad
like
is
he wanted
wanting
he wanted to introduce y'all to his girlfriend, period. So like,
period,
take that
like,
opportunity.
Take that opportunity, and if again, it is your house, so you just feel like I'm not ready for that. That's fine, but I just feel like to cancel the whole holiday. Yes, that's in your right because it's your house, but like I'm still gonna say, girl, you an asshole for that, because girl, everybody else's holiday was collateral damage to your feelings. And that's not to say that
my thought was like, why couldn't we just like go like, dad, like you can come but like not your girlfriend, and set that boundary, and if he chooses he doesn't have to come but everybody else can. Like, why couldn't that be an option?
That could have been an option. Or, and y'all could still do this if it's not too late, why don't y'all just do it at somebody else's house? Okay?
Yeah, like house, take the burden of hosting off of yourself.
And but then in that case, the dad can still bring us another sibling that doesn't have a problem with the girlfriend, could probably invite the dad and the girlfriend, and then you still will have to swallow it and deal with it. So, there's that.
Yeah, I feel like the bottom line is giving that OP kind of has to work through their feelings on like the whole situation, and they're not, which has kind of resulted in this whole like holiday mess where now everybody has to do their own thing.
Which to me is so boring. Like, I think that's the point of the holidays. That's what makes the holidays so cool, is that you get to be with your family, your extended family. You get to see people you haven't seen in a while, and families get to come together and do their holiday fun shit. Like, I think that's the cool thing of the holiday. I think,
yeah, especially if it's like a big holiday. Like, my first thought was Christmas, because Christmas is coming up,
right? So it's like, I think Christmas and Thanksgiving are boring when people and families do their own thing instead of everybody coming together. Girl, that's the point of the holidays. Everybody comes together. Because if everybody was just going to stay home and do their whole thing, then why have a holiday?
Exactly. Unless your family sucks. In which case, yeah. But,
But it seems like outside of this divorce, everybody likes each other.
Yeah, everybody seems chill. Like, even your dad kind of seemed chill, before the whole, like, cheating thing. So, I don't know. I feel like there are some, like, hatchets to bury with your dad, because like it feels like you feel aggrieved on your mom's behalf, but like and like I get it, especially if you're close with your mom, but like, is that really a battle you want to fight on behalf of your mom, and is it worth your relationship with your dad, and is it also worth what it's doing to you potentially?
I would just also like to add that I think that as children of divorced people, and as just children of people in general, we have to separate ourselves from our parents' marriages. Like, our parents...
Please God, yes.
Our parents' marriages are ultimately none of our damn business. It's really none of our damn business. And it's really just our job to have relationships with our parents, and that's just it, period. Now, on the flip side of that, I will say this. Men, and I'm specifically talking to men because men do it the most. Men, y'all really gotta watch how y'all treat these women. And y'all really gotta watch how y'all treat your wives, because at the end of the day,
your kids notice.
Your kids are watching, and I think that a lot of men think that they can, run the streets and do this and that, and treat the women how they're going to treat the women, and they think that their kids are going to grow up and be adults and not resent them for it. And they think their kids are going to grow up and be adults and not remember. That kids are going to remember that shit. And I do think that while I think that OP should have a relationship with their father separate from like what went on with the mom, I also think that it's totally fair to be like, hey, I remember growing up with you, and like, you're an asshole, and you were mean, and you were this, and I don't like that about you, and I quite frankly don't like you, and and if that's the case, then go no contact. But it's giving that you do like your dad, you do have a relationship with him that's good, and there's just this one thing that's kind of getting in y'all's way. So,
the lesson is dig deep into your issues and your conflicts, and like don't. This is kind of giving like we have a lot of unresolved feelings, a lot of feelings we might not even be acknowledging, and they're like they're bubbling up to the surface, and it's not pretty.
Yeah. Anywho, child. Next case.
I feel like we should bring in the dancing lobsters after each one of these.
The dancing lobsters?
Have you did you never watch the Amanda Show?
No.
I keep forgetting you're young. Ugh.
I had taste. I'm sorry. I watched Drake and Josh. Sorry.
Amanda Show was before Drake and Josh, so you know you might not have been hatched yet.
I love how you think I came from an egg. That's wild.
I say that to all young people. I'm like, oh right, you were recently hatched.
Mind you, Unicorn isn't even 30 yet, and he's talking like he's a 90-year-old man.
It's not my fault that society does this to us, okay?
Like, okay, so I'm gonna read you another random 5.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to date a trad wife?
Oop.
Am I the asshole for keeping my vasectomy appointment now that my wife has having second thoughts?
Oh.
Am I the asshole for telling my mom's boyfriend to stop trying to parent me?
Hmm.
Am I the asshole for firing someone a few weeks after both his parents died?
Oh my god. Oh no. I'm trying out a principle to not pick the last one, but goddamn.
Girl, you keep picking the last one.
I'm sorry. Like that one has the most emphasis on it. Yeah, okay, now we're gonna go with the trad wife one just to like, not form a pattern.
No, go ahead. I'm sending this to you. Go ahead.
God damn it.
Go ahead and read this one.
Oh boy. Keeping the tone light. Oh jeez.
Keeping that tone light.
Alrighty. Let's see. Let me readjust myself. So, am I the asshole for firing someone a few weeks after both of his parents died? That's certainly a choice.
The fact that they even have to ask, like,
I'm like, I would say generally, yeah. Like, good God.
like not one, but both.
Both of them? Like, girl. Okay. And also, if it was both of them, that indicates some form of, like, I don't know, car accident or murder or something. Like, good Lord. That's not natural causes. It could have been even murder-suicide for all we know. Anyway, let's see. I'm VP of sales at a software company. One of our sales reps has had both his parents die in a car accident back in early spring. Yep, see? Not a natural cause. Oh, geez. He's 22. Oh, he's a baby. He's a baby. Oh, my God. And he's been with us for like 10 months. He was honestly a great employee, and we were thinking about promoting him in the next few months. The job pays well for a new grad, around $90,000 with base plus commission. Damn! In this economy, that's what you start with? Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Oh, Jesus. So anyway, we have pretty high expectations for this role. After the accident, we gave him a month of paid leave. He came back a few weeks ago, and his performance has been really bad. He's not motivated at all, barely making cold calls, not reaching out to prospects like he should. Our whole management team noticed. We decided to let him go because we felt like he'd need months to get back to where he was, and we can't wait that long. called him into a meeting Friday afternoon and told him he was calm at first, then told us to go fuck ourselves. Got up, grabbed his stuff from his desk, and left. I thought that was super unprofessional and rude. Unprofessional and rude, you say? Okay. Told my boyfriend about it, and he said me and my team are heartless assholes. Your boyfriend's right, sweetie. You're the asshole. Have you no humanity? Have you no kindness in that shriveled black heart of yours? Like, oh my God. Like, what the fuck? And also, like, if he was really good at the job before this happened and he just needed some time to bounce back, like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like, it's sick. It's sick behavior. Oh my God. Because God forbid the well-being of your employees actually be a priority or something, I guess. I don't know. You know, as ultimate karma, I hope he works for a rival company and ends up like doing gangbusters there and putting y'all out of business. I'm just saying. So yeah, you are the asshole, and I hope you get haunted by every Scrooge ghost.
I just know everybody involved in this story is white.
Ooh, girl. You know, I did picture them as all Caucasian. I did.
Because, girl,
the caucasity.
That's typical, but like, to be 22, fresh out of college, and get that kind of job, I know you're a clear individual. Like,
a clear individual.
I know so many girlies that have business degrees that graduated 2 years ago, still looking for jobs.
Oh, girl, can you imagine making nearly 6 figures with your first job? Girl, I wish. Ugh.
And you get commission.
And commission. Ooh, you are. I'm like, the thing is, like, in this economy, not to get too real or anything, but like that level just gets you like the bare minimum life where you're comfortable. Like, it just does. So, goddamn.
I mean, still, that's a great start. I mean, that's a great starter job, though.
For real. And if he was real good at the job too, like, y'all really shot yourselves in the foot. He could have come back so strong once he grieved.
But see, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say about that. Are you assholes? Yes.
Yes.
But, like, I'm going to do an Ariana Grande and say yes and. Because...
Are you about to be contrarian again? Because I might kick you.
No, I'm going to be a little contrarian. Because yes and... Because, like, there's no doubt that you and your team are assholes. Because it's like, girl, not one, but both of his parents just died. So
he's an orphan.
So especially if he doesn't have any siblings, like, girl, he's all alone in the world now. So, yeah, I was wrong for that. However,
oh God,
homie got a month's paid leave. Like, girl, that
job was good.
I mean, I know that obviously a month is not a long enough time to get over the death of both of your parents. I understand that. However, a month of paid leave is kind of crazy.
Like, the thing y'all have to remember is that we are both poor. We don't know that kind of life.
Like, we are Americans, so, like, girl, a month of paid leave is, like...
That's rare as fuck, especially for that kind of thing. Like, when we are grieving or when we feel sad, we have to keep working or we die, So,
I feel like for a company, for a conglomerate, like, that was already pretty generous. Like, girl, so, I mean... I don't know, if I was the company, this is what I would have done instead. I would have listened. We gave you a month's leave. You're back. You're not really performing the way that we really need you to. So, like, I would ask, I say, so what do you need from us? Do you need another month's paid leave? Like, do you need, like, time
counseling
off?
Or something?
You need counseling because, you know, like... we want to get you back to where you are, but like, if you're not going to be where we need you to be in, let's say, 3 to 5 months, like, maybe, like, we could, like, I don't know, fill you up. Maybe you could come back when you're, I don't know, maybe you could take a leave of absence or something, but we need the job done. So how can we get you where you need to be? And if you can't and if you can't work with us, then we do need to get somebody who can do the damn job. Cause like the world, cause like on one hand, it's like you do want to be empathetic, and you do need. I feel like companies should give highly skilled workers what they need in order to be successful at the job. Because that's gonna increase productivity, and that's gonna increase loyalty. It's gonna increase the desire to want to work and do a good job for the company. But at the same time, and this is gonna be really cruel to say, but it's like your world may have stopped because you lost your parents, but the rest of the world has not stopped, and business is still running. So like, we might not have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months for you to get it together. Like, we need to do our business now.
See, I would agree if this was like a struggling little business, but if they're able to pay him that well, my guess is they're not particularly struggling. So would it really kill you if one guy underperforms for like half a year? Would it really hurt your bottom line that bad? And I think that also pisses me off. The fact that they just jumped right to firing him because he wasn't performing well. There was no attempt to like check in on him as a person, set up some kind of plan, and, you know, let him go if he like couldn't perform up to par. Like that's just fucking gross. That's fucking hideous to me. Atrocious. Disgusting.
Disgusting. No, yeah, I definitely would have asked what he needed first before I fired him, because I was like, listen, if we can get you back to where you were in a decent amount of time, I think that would have been cool. Or if you needed more time than we could give you, why don't you just take a leave of absence, and then when you're ready, we can hire you back and you can come back. But like, at the end of the day, like I said, like, I don't know how successful this business is or whatever, but like, business in the long term, the business is not gonna stop because your life fell apart. So it's like, I get you needing to move on, but I feel like companies, there can be a balance between doing what's practical and like being a human being.
I do hear what you're saying, and generally I agree. I think I just lean more on the human side. I think specifically just because like we do live in this era of like corporations controlling everything and being absolutely hideous to their workers, that I just assume the worst of every single one. So so I'm not gonna feel bad for your poor little profits. Oh well.
It's like, girl. But like, at the same time, our poor little profit is how we're able to pay you $90,000 a month. Like, girl.
See, that is also true. And the fact that they are willing to pay that much, like, meanwhile there are like billion-dollar corporations who like pay their workers slave wages and like make them have to go on benefits. Like, ooh, girl.
It's like, I don't know. It's like, but then also, OP, I would tell you this. If I did that, my boyfriend would not hear about it. Like,
ooh, you keep it a secret to the grave?
If I made those kinds of decisions, my man would not hear about it. It'd be like, hey, baby, how was work today? Oh, it was fine. It was cool.
Yeah, totally fine. I totally didn't just fire an orphan.
Right. It was all right. Yeah, like, he would not get that side of me. Mm-mm.
Oh, God. I mean, like, I get that, but at the same time, I'm like, if you were willing to confide in your partner and your partner told you that, it's like, maybe think about that.
Or don't confide in your partner, because, bitch, I would take that to the grave.
Girl, but at that point, if you can't confide in a partner, why are y'all together? Oh no, we're opening another can of worms. Oh, here.
Girl, for the sex. Oh, who said that?
Of course you would say that, you whore.
I mean, there are lots of reasons for the sex, for the money. I think.
Well, clearly this company is like raking in the dough. Clearly.
I mean, still. I mean, so you're telling me that I can't be the VP of sales, but also have a rich man?
I don't know. I just kind of assumed that we were girl bossing too close to the sun.
Not you quoting your op.
Well, actually, technically, I'm quoting Candace Owens, who quoted, who Taylor Swift quoted. So, ever since I learned that line came from Candace Owens, I understood why I hated it.
I mean, also, I would say on top of all of that, was this just the OP's decision, or was it a council decision?
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, because then we know whether or not to kill all of you, or just the one.
I don't know. But regardless, I hope that the poor orphan boy that you fired, I hope that he heals. I hope that, he finds peace and solitude and,
I hope he gets a nice, better job with an even better wage.
Because that is really rough to lose your parents like that and lose your job. Oh, 2025 is rough for him.
Good Lord. Like imagine like the country is falling apart and at the same time your own life is falling apart. Like, what do you do? Like,
you write Reputation. That's what you
I guess
do.
He could.
Write Reputation. Ooh, okay. Next case.
Dancing lobsters and all that.
All that jazz.
Are the lobsters
Am I the
also
asshole
orphans?
for refusing to tell my husband about... No.
Oh.
What was I saying?
Refusing to tell a husband.
Refusing to tell my husband about a secret I found in our ultrasound.
Oh.
Am I the asshole for allowing my niece and nephew to find out how their father treated their mother?
Ooh.
Am I the jerk for refusing to move in early because my girlfriend wants me to immediately pay half the rent? Am I the asshole for telling my wife that I will lose respect for her if she doesn't apologize? And then am I the asshole for not floating a coworker money?
The ultrasound sounds interesting to me. What is the secret?
What is the secret?
The secret of the ultrasound. Sounds like a really bad Lifetime movie.
Why is that so accurate?
Because it's always like a women's issue that's like overly dramatized. It's always in like the same house, like the same like house full of white walls or neutral walls. Jesus. Which one of us is on reading duty? I forgot.
I think it's you.
Oh, okay. I'll learn how to read real quick. Let's see. Y'all are changing the acronyms too often. Would I be the asshole? Why? Can't you just say, am I the asshole, bitch? No. Oh my God. You people annoy me more than the people who say jerk and refuse to curse. Anyway. Would I be the asshole for refusing to tell my husband about a secret I found in our ultrasound? I am 24 weeks pregnant. In the course of my final ultrasound, the technician saw something that was peculiar, an additional shadow that might signify some health problem. They did not say a lot and informed me that the doctor would elaborate on it during my next visit to the clinic. I began panicking on my way home and did some research. Oh no, girl. That's the last thing you want to do. You went on WebMD, didn't you? No. What I discovered on the internet was horrifying, and I have not yet been able to tell what it actually is supposed to be. Probably because you're not a doctor. That's probably why. I am yet to inform my husband, 31 male, due to the fact that I do not want to strain him until I am confirmed to have a diagnosis. He continues to ask me whether all is well or not, and I continue to push the matter away. I can tell he's already becoming aware of my stress, and he even jokingly told me that I was hiding something. I am guilty, but I am also saving him the worry that he does not need unless I find out the truth. I feel ambivalent as I do not want secrets between us when we are pregnant, and at the same time, I do not want to make him panicked because of something which can be nothing in the end. Would I be the asshole to not disclose to anyone what I watched in the ultrasound at this time? Okay, so it sounds like you don't even know what it is yet. That's the vibe you got too, right? Like, we don't even know from the doctor what this is yet.
No.
So, okay. On the one hand, I'm not even gonna on the one hand this. Like, y'all are married. Like, y'all are together. You are moving through the world together. You're moving through this pregnancy together. You even use the phrase, we are pregnant. You are a unit. And y'all are supposed to be supporting each other in whatever way you can. And I can totally understand not wanting someone I love to worry about me. But, like, that's kind of the point of having loved ones, especially if you've married one of them. Like, I don't even think it's like you are the asshole in this situation. It's more like, girl, why not just share the worry with him to, like, lessen the burden? Like, especially you don't know yet. For all you know, he could help calm you down. He could, like, tell you not to look up that stuff. Just listen to what the doctor says when y'all eventually get there. Like, I can understand panicking, especially when it comes to health stuff. But girl, lean on your man. Assuming he's a good man. Like, confide in him. What other use would you have for the man? So I guess in this case, you are the asshole for not disclosing. Yeah.
Yeah, you that, like, you that. I mean, on one hand, it's like, are you really the asshole? Because, girl, it's your baby and shit. So it's like, is it really any of his business? But, like, yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's kind of cooking in your body. So, yeah, first and foremost. So, like, nah, I was just playing. No, girl, you are the asshole. I was just messing around. You are the asshole. Because if it was me and I was married to you and you had my baby and I found out that there was health issue that you were hiding from me, I would curse you clean the fuck out. Because why are you hiding and keeping secrets from me like that? Like, if we're in this together, it's our baby and there's something wrong. Like, why are you... I don't know. It just feels weird. I don't know. This feels weird. It feels weird. And the whole, like, I don't...
Yeah, like, why are you saying we are pregnant, but also he doesn't know?
Like, I don't want... I find that whole I don't want people to worry shit weird. Because me, I'm the opposite. I want people to worry. I want people to worry about me. So I'll tell people shit in a minute. Then they'll be worried. And they'll be thinking of me. And they'll be... Yeah, I'm like... Because, like, when people worry, they think about you. They send you good thoughts. They send you good energies. And it's just ultimately, like, a sign that they give a fuck and they care about you. Because, honestly, if you told your husband that something could be wrong with your baby and he wasn't worried, that would be a red flag.
Why did I imagine, like... her going like, something's wrong with the baby, and he just turns and goes, I know. I just like, we joked about this being a Lifetime movie. What if he's like the secret plot twist villain? I'm sorry I took it to the stupid place, but I felt like I had to.
Possibly.
Oh, girl. So yeah, because like, girl, why are you saying we are pregnant? And why do you have a husband if you're not going to confide in him? And also, yeah, it is his baby. So, like, he kind of has a right to know? Like...
Girl, not even kind of. Like, he just has a right to know. Like, I don't know. Like, I think that...
And also, you don't even know yet. So, like...
I'm all for feminism. I'm all for, like, bodies and choices. But at this point, y'all are married. Y'all are together. You have made the choice to have a baby with him. So it is now his... Okay, we've done all of the feminist shit. Now y'all are married. This is his baby. So let him know what's going on. Like, just let him know. Let him know, girl. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult.
Right, because it is very odd that you're... Oh, you go with your thing first.
I was just going to say, I'm not going to sit here for an hour and a half trying to rationalize why you think it's okay to keep shit from your husband about his baby. I'm not doing that.
Amen. And I'm just sitting here like, if you feel like you can't confide in him about something like this that you're concerned about, especially regarding your shared child, why are you with him? Why is he your husband? Like, that's just odd. That's very odd.
Odd as fuck. Stop being weird. Tell your husband.
Amen.
Anywho.
So, yeah, bitch, you are the asshole.
Moving on. I will read you another 5. Am I the asshole for refusing to take in my in-laws? Am I the asshole for being upset that my close friend didn't invite my husband to her wedding? Am I the asshole for refusing to buy an expensive registry gift for my friend who married a racist stranger after only 7 days?
Oh my God.
Am I the asshole for telling my husband that I'm going back on our agreement and I don't care if he cries about it? Like, oof, these titles. Can these titles be not long? Wow.
Oh my God, but they're so juicy though.
Like, why are these so fucking long? Like, bro, what happened to a simple lemon?
I don't know. I'm torn between the 3rd and the 4th. You know what? I was gonna say the racist friend, but let's see why the husband is crying. Why is he crying?
Why the fuck is he crying? Okay. So, my husband and I, both 32, have been together since we were 19. Our entire relationship feels like it blew up in my face. Basically, I can't tell if I'm overreacting. So we both wanted one child, and we planned this for years. We wanted everything to be perfect. We wanted everything to be perfect first. The home, the careers, the savings, the investments, the nest egg, blah, 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 blah. Because we both knew from... Oh, sorry, I didn't send this to you.
Yeah, I was like, wow, he's just going right in. Okay.
I was just going right in, no lube. I was just like, here we go. Like, sorry, where are my manners?
I don't know, especially because you were taught them, apparently, according to the first story. Unlike the rest of us.
Well, literally, I was like, the rest of you classless whores were not taught grace and manners and etiquette because y'all
Look, if you're going to make fun of New York every 5 minutes, I'm going to lean into it.
Who said anything about it from being about New Yorkers?
I don't know. You blame us for, like, you getting the plague or whatever.
Anywho, child. Back into the story. Her and her husband are both 32. They were together since 19. They want to have a baby, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I would be staying home full-time raising a child. His brother's life was unfortunately cut short by a daycare worker when he was 5 months old back in 2017. So daycare wasn't an option. Basically, we need to make sure our ducks were in a row so I could stay home and be a full-time parent. 2 years ago, we were sitting on $500,000 in investments, a few nest eggs, and different types of savings, bonds, accounts. We bought the house. We even bought a damn boat. Everything we planned for fell into place. Finally, we started trying for a baby. We now have a perfect 4-week-old daughter. I have been out of work since 5 months pregnant due to placenta abruption, but otherwise everything went fine. She's perfectly healthy, was a good weight. I bounced back from the delivery fairly quickly because of how much of a support system my husband was. He did more than his fair share while still working full time, which is particularly why I cannot tell if I'm being dramatic or if this is just hormones, postpartum depression or whatever. Like, I'm legitimately livid. Girl, the details, ooh.
They're detailing.
I feel like there's such a thing as too many details. Because, girl, why did you tell us you bought a boat? Like,
This almost feels like stream of consciousness. Just like, here's all of the shit. I haven't even thought about it.
Like, we get it. You're a rich bitch. Like, okay. Like,
Ooh, girl.
So basically, earlier this afternoon, I got a phone call from DHHS to go over health insurance options and whether or not the baby is eligible for state insurance based on our income. I had already given DHHS all our info, social security numbers, date of birth, blah, 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 blah. When they called yesterday and was just waiting for all of our info and asked it to be pulled away anyway, she calls and said we weren't eligible because my husband makes too much money and that we will need to add her to our private health insurance. Absolutely no problem at all. I kind of figured that anyways, but then she offhandedly mentions that my husband is making $10,920 monthly. And that cuts off for the state insurance. It's $7,800 monthly gross. Well, here's the issue. For months, my husband has been telling me that he only makes $6,000 a month after taxes. So when I get off the phone and I log into my husband's computer and go to his banking, sure enough, his monthly take home is around $8,500. He's transferring everything over $6,000 into an account I didn't even know existed. So I call him out on it, and he breaks down and tells me that he just wanted something that was only
okay.
Please keep in mind that all of my money has always gone into our joint account, and that he uses it on a daily basis.
Oh my God.
So he's hiding money from me so he can have his own money while plugging mine away.
Oh my God.
Over $45,000 he has sitting in that account.
Holy shit.
Last week that we couldn't have a steak. He told me last week we couldn't have a steak dinner because spending $38 on 2 steaks was a waste of money. So I told him putting the baby in daycare and going back to work, because obviously I need to safeguard myself if he's hiding money away. Something feels off about it. He instantly started crying, but I truly don't trust him financially anymore. I no longer feel secure here. I said I changed my mind and I don't care if he cries.
Oh my God.
Okay, bitch, I take back what I said. I'm glad you gave us the details. I take back what I said. Thank you for giving us details, because whoa, are you the asshole?
$45,000.
Honestly, I don't care if you the asshole, because listen, you're not enough of the asshole for me. Because if it was me, oh, it wouldn't just be daycare. It would be divorce. Okay? It would be, okay. I would go straight down to the divorce court lawyer and say, hey, I need a divorce, and he has $45,000 in a separate account. And then I'm not working, so I need child support. Put child support on that ass too. That's exactly what the fuck I would do. I would be laughing and I would be crying all the way to the damn bank. Okay? $45,000 because he can have some money that's all his own. Oh,
I'm sorry. What? One, sir, what do you need all that money for? What the fuck are you doing with that money, sir? Second, like, oh God, I hope I don't forget my second point, just because there's so much nonsense here to unpack. Like, the nerve, the gall, the gumption to say we can't afford steak for dinner, when not only is he making that much, he has $45,000 in a secret account. Bitch, you know what we can't afford? This shitty man to be lying about our finances and hiding money from me.
In the grand scheme of things, like $45,000, is that like a fortune? No, but that's a good little like emergency savings account for sure. It's a good
that might be enough to like tide you over for like, almost a year, depending on where you live.
Yeah. depending. So I don't understand why it couldn't just be, hey babe, I make this much money, I'm just gonna save some money here, just have extra money for us. But it wasn't for that. It was so he could have extra money. So
right, for what though? Like that opens up so many questions. Is that like leaving you money? Is that affair money? Is that like mistress money? Is it PlayStation 5 money?
There are 3 options that make sense. Number 1, he truly is that selfish and that frugal where he feels like I just need to save. And like, for better or worse, that's just kind of what it is. That's option 1.
Right, but at that point, it's like, why not share about? Why keep it a secret? I assume option 2 will tell us.
Because he's a man and it's his money, okay? Like...
I forgot, yeah.
There's household money and then he's the man money. So that's...
I forgot feminism is over.
Literally. So then there's option 2. He's planning on leaving you, and this is his getaway money. This is his getaway car money. So
oh my god!
He can just up and leave you. So there's that. And then there's option 3. This is his fuck around on you money. This is his mistress money. This is his I'm gonna have an affair and book a hotel money. So yeah, I mean, this is probably the money that he is giving to his mistress. This is probably his mistress's allowance. So
the mistress that he takes on boat dates.
I think that you did the right thing by going back to work. I will always say, women, y'all need to work, okay? Because at the end of the day, don't rely on no man to take care of y'all, even if he's your husband, okay? Like,
no, because like, God forbid, like that's just that's like enabling abuse potentially and control. That's because if someone has that leverage on you and you can't survive, girl, bad shit can happen to you real fast,
quickly. But I just feel like that's just such a irreparable violation of trust. I just feel like the only option for me would be like divorce, and that's not even me being kind of. It's like, girl, what are you planning? Like, why do you, like to lie about that much money?
If it was like money for like us to like keep us safe, if it was like emergency money or rainy day money. Or even if it was just for him personally, for like, I don't know, the video game shit or whatever. 1, it wouldn't be that high. It would not be $45K. Good fucking God. And 2, like, he would tell her. It wouldn't be a secret. The need to keep this secret, and especially his crying reaction. If he's crying like that, that tells me the stakes of this money existing and keeping it secret are quite high. And that he's got a few skeletons in the closet that he's scared are going to get dragged out.
Like, whoa, bro. And then
potentially mistress skeletons.
His brother dying in 2017 or whatever in a daycare. And it's like, what is
okay, that part kind of confused me with the brother thing. Did she mean like the daughter's brother? Like they had a kid who died in daycare, or like?
I don't think so. Because, like, something... Yeah, because he said his brother's life was unfortunately cut short by a daycare worker when he was 5 months old.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that's weird because, like, they're both 32. So how much was the gap between the brother and him? Like, because 2017 is, like, 8 years ago?
Oh, yeah. But then again, like, you know, siblings can have huge age gaps between them. So, you know.
I mean, true, but like, dang.
That is wild.
It's wild. I don't know.
The point is like, divorce.
Yeah, girl, divorce. Leave that man. In the words of Michelle Moore, y'all should break up. Y'all, just break up. Just break up.
Although, I'm not going to lie, I would be petty, and I'd be like, I need some account statements to see what you've been purchasing with that account. I need to know right now, or divorce.
Like, you know what? I feel like that'll be up to the divorce lawyer to figure that out. I don't low-key.
That's true. Either way, she's seeing them. So,
you know, either way, she will see them in Discovery. So, yeah, girl.
Men
Leave that
should be
man.
abolished.
Quickly, what is Donald Trump's plan to get rid of men?
His plan is actually to get rid of gays.
Oh, so gay men, not straight.
Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Unless they're in his cabinet and they're helping kill the other gays.
You know. Ooh. Okay, so, another random 5. Am I the asshole for not taking off work for my girlfriend's birthday? Am I the asshole for refusing to redo my entire dinner party because my friend's new boyfriend doesn't eat non-bland food? Okay. Am I the asshole for locking my bedroom door after my roommate kept going to my stuff even after I asked her not to do that? Am I the asshole for ending my marriage without therapy less than a month before Christmas because I'm tired of being treated like a monster because I believe my stepdaughter needs therapy?
Oh, shit. Damn. Okay. Wow.
Am I the asshole for sending my friend home without clothes because she used my boyfriend's shower?
Let's do the divorce and the stepdaughter's a demon thing. Because, fuck. Okay. I'm sorry, that title is so loaded. Like, I need to know more.
These long-ass titles. Like, curse you guys.
I mean, thank you, but also, fuck you? Like... Now, let's see. I hope my title made sense, but if not, I will try to explain. Thank you. That's usually what this section is for, darling. I love that she's like, I hope my title made sense, and you're just like, fuck you, bitch.
And she just knows it didn't make no damn sense.
I felt it made emotional sense. And also, I enjoyed that it made you suffer, so... Okay, anyway, 8 years ago, I, 33 female, met a young widower, 35 male, who had a 6-year-old daughter, now 14 female. He and his late wife had technically been separated at the time of her death, and so he was ready to move on, but I believe his daughter needed help, and a few times before we got married, I said as much, and I was just told that she was just more reserved by nature, and she'd come around in time. This wasn't just my husband saying this either. His whole family were saying the same thing. They told me the proof was in the fact that she wasn't being blatantly rude or disrespectful and wasn't throwing tantrums or acting out. Okay. Well, we'll unpack that later. I tried to build a good relationship with my stepdaughter, but the more the time moved on, the less it seemed likely or possible. She wasn't outright angry, but she wouldn't open up to me or willingly spend any one-on-one time with me. She spent one-on-one time with her dad, but at a certain point, when he and I had our first child, this also changed. Once I was pregnant with our first child, her behavior did change. She started getting angry, started cursing at me, and yelling at her dad for having another baby. She told him he betrayed her mom, and she wasn't going to accept our child as a sibling or accept him being a dad to someone else's baby. After I gave birth, my husband did put my stepdaughter in therapy, or so he told me. Not or so he told me. Oh, girl. Secrets. Okay, and he said he realized help was needed. But when I was pregnant with our second child, I found out this wasn't really true. He instead took her to classes that were supposed to prepare kids for being an older sibling and was meant to help get them excited for a younger sibling. This was going on for months before I realized, and he argued at the time that it was a form of therapy. I mean, I guess in one sense, but not really. Anyway, I started speaking up more about my stepdaughter needing therapy, and it was at that point my husband and his family were acting like I was some monster. They asked me why I kept trying to force the issue and why I couldn't accept her the way that she was. While all this was going on, I never left her around the kids. She was also moving stuff and hiding stuff on me whenever she was home. She moved or hid the baby bottles, my phone charger, diapers, my phone, and many other things, even food. She would say in front of the whole family that she hated the kids and wished they had never been born. Oh dear God, Jesus Lord fuck.
What in the white mess is going on?
No, literally, okay, thank you. I also pictured the family as Caucasian. Because what the fuck?
If this is some Lifetime ass movie white mess, if I ain't heard it,
we are in the Lifetime marathon right now. That's the theme. Lifetime movies.
Like, I can literally hear the title of the movie. Like,
would it be the title of this thread?
No, it will be something corny as shit, like her father's
Evil
daughter,
stepdaughter,
something like that, and something like that. Her mother's child, or her father's child, some corny as shit like that.
Oh God, we're not even done yet. This is long. Holy shit.
Like, shout out to the wicked stepdaughter.
I wonder if she's green. Anyway. Anyway, they were shocked and didn't know what to say to me when I said she needed therapy. They said they felt like I was saying there was something wrong with her or saying she was a monster. I told my husband actual therapy was needed or I'd be done. He told me I needed to trust him as he is her parent and he knows her better than I do. Damn, Jesus Christ. Are your divorce papers ready? Jesus. Thanksgiving was my final straw. She told several of her cousins that she was going to break all of her siblings' toys and she was going to make sure they were so fucked up from this Christmas because she hated them and wanted them to pay. I wasn't the only person who heard this, but I did insist that was exactly why therapy was needed because she was bragging about wanting to upset her siblings. Yet again, I was the monster though. Even my husband refused to accept she needed help. What the fuck is wrong with this man and his family? What is wrong with them?
Like, what in the children of the corn ass is going on?
What does the stepdaughter need to do for y'all to realize something's wrong? Like, Jesus Christ. I was so tired of being the monster because I believed my stepdaughter needed therapy and a lot of therapy at this point. That night, I slept on the couch and the next morning, I told my husband I was done. I waited for the next day because I asked my parents if me and the kids could stay and they didn't get back to me until very late. My husband wasn't expecting me to say it was over, but I told him I was done and I explained why. I have already filed for divorce and to my husband, will be ex, and his parents that it is the worst thing. They keep making a point of leaving before Christmas and we never even tried therapy with my husband. I'm sorry. They're bitching that you didn't try therapy, but no therapy for the daughter? Really? Okay. Jesus. Christmas and not going to therapy have been sticking points, but I wouldn't go with him after everything. He already lied to me once. Very good point. He and his family have been calling me a monster, and his daughter is giddy about terrorizing our children, which he has zero issue with. What the? Am I there? No, girl. You married into a family of fucking demons is what you did. Oh my God. Holy fuck.
Oh, like...
What the that's the end of the story, so we can go now.
I don't know. Not
holy shit.
This is the first story story we've read on here where I'm like, is this real?
No, because this sounds like a fucking script. This sounds like the plot of like a murder mystery. This feels like we're reading the pitch of a book where the stepdaughter is gonna murder or try to murder this family.
Like, it's giving somebody who's like, let me write some Lifetime fan fiction or something. Like,
my God. This Wattpad ass shit.
This is kind of weird because it's like, normally in these situations, unfortunately, the stereotype is that fathers care more about the new wife and the children that they have with the new wife than the original child. But it's giving like the original child is like his favorite, and like
We found the inverse.
the low-key doesn't give a fuck about the stepmom or the two new kids. And I just feel like, why would you be okay with your daughter hurting your other two children? It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, she's openly saying, like, I'm gonna rip away their joy and destroy all of their belongings. I find glee in that. And you're just like, yeah, that's fine.
How old did she say the daughter was?
Let's see. In the present, she's 14, and when they got together, she was 6.
Oh, yeah, so you're a teenager and you're still talking like this? Oh, yeah, baby, something's wrong with you.
That's baby serial killer energy right there.
And I feel like the family freaking out when therapy is mentioned. I think they're like, you want to send her to Arkham Asylum or something. And it's like, no, baby, I just feel like she needs therapy. Like, she needs to get over this. Like,
yeah, and I find it so weird that they're like, you didn't go to therapy with your husband. If y'all believe in therapy, what's wrong with the daughter seeing a therapist? What's wrong with that?
You know, and it was just, and like, respectfully, little girl, your
fuck
mom
you.
is long gone. Your mom is long gone. Like, your mom has been gone a lot. If you were 6 and now you're 14, your mom has been gone a long time, and your stepmom has been here a long time. And it's like, you're becoming an adult. It's time to grow up and let some of these things go. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the development of the daughter, like the dad's like, I'm the parent, I make the decisions. Okay, well then make the decisions, but you're not making any decisions. You're just doing nothing and hoping.
He's very anti-decision, actually.
So it's like, if you're gonna be a leader of your household, like, you need to actually be a fucking leader, but you're not, and you're just expecting everyone else to just be okay with the collateral damage. And like, unfortunately, your wife and your other two children are the collateral damage. And not only them, your first daughter, who you think you're protecting, this is not serving her. This is not helping her. This is not protecting her. This is just making her a worse version of herself, as she is. And I don't know what's wrong with your daughter, but I feel like she's sick, and I feel like all this is just gonna make her sicker and sicker. You just propping up her delusions.
Yeah, it feels like the daughter hasn't grieved her mom, and like as someone who like lost a parent, granted, like I was like way older than she was when she lost hers, but like I get it. It's tough. It's one of the hardest things to go through, but that doesn't give you the fucking right to be an absolute monster to other people, especially like the poor siblings. Like, they didn't ask to be brought into this world or this family. They certainly didn't ask for you to be their older sister and to be so fucking monstrous to them. But like, clearly the daughter uses her siblings and the stepmom as target practice to offload the rage she's not dealing with. And the dad is perfectly fine with that. And that, you know what, that's going to follow her. Even she thinks she's getting what she wants with this divorce. She's not. She's just going to find new targets for her rage. And like, this is just going to keep getting worse until it's dealt with. And maybe she'll deal with it in adulthood. Maybe she won't. I don't know. But the dad is certainly not providing any useful fucking tools.
And I just feel like I think people think, oh, divorce is like if your marriage isn't working, or if you're like unhappy in your marriage or whatever. But I feel like it's not only that. I feel like sometimes divorce is just necessity, in the sense of like earlier, if you just can't trust your partner anymore with the whole money story, we read
in case they have $45K in secret hiding in a vault. Yeah.
Yeah, like stuff like that. It's like, okay, you can't trust your partner anymore. I think divorce is needed. Or in cases like this, where I think in this case it's just a matter of safety. Like if I was the stepmom, I don't think the stepmom is safe, and I don't think those other two kids are safe. I don't. Yeah,
like, not to get dramatic about it, but like, this shit does happen where it's like that the girl might eventually do something worse and actually harm one of y'all, or do something even worse. Like, we all know what we're thinking of. Like, the Lifetime movie we're all imagining, there's a killer in it, and we all know who the killer is.
Like
the killer, to quote Wendy Williams.
The killer.
The killer.
R.I.P. You're a real one, Wendy. But yeah, like, I don't know. This girl, she's giving me real Lizzie Borden vibes.
Oh no, I hope she doesn't get an axe for Christmas.
Knowing the dad might get her one, just to be quirky.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Watch her name actually be Lizzie. God, I fucking cry. Oh,
I don't know, child. I don't know, but you know what's so wild? It's like, this was such a long-ass story, but like, because it's like so uncomplicated, I low-key have nothing to say.
Yeah, because the story says it all. Like, the little girl is a psycho.
I have nothing to say.
Run.
I have nothing to say. There's no way that there's literally no way I could twist this to make this OP's fault. Like, it's just like...
I would be
girl,
impressed if
right.
you did, and also I would be concerned that you're the daughter, actually.
The daughter is secretly me. Like, I'm secretly the daughter. Yeah, no. I could have tried, but I was like, you know what? That would have been a challenge, and I'm too tired for that. So.
Oh my god, that's gonna scar me psychologically.
I'm gonna circle the block to some ones that I feel like we overlooked.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for not taking off work for my girlfriend's birthday? That one.
Okay.
That one is a really, really fun one. I think that one was cute. Am I the asshole for telling my dad's side of the family why I went no contact with him? There's am I the jerk for snapping at my brother after he kept making jokes about my son's ADHD?
Oh.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for telling my stepdaughter she's not welcome? And am I the asshole for not floating a coworker money?
Let's do that first one just to say that we tried to keep the tone light.
Oh, the girlfriend work birthday thing.
Yes. I feel like we need some levity.
Yeah, because the last couple have been kind of heavy.
Yeah, in my defense, I like picking fucked up ones.
I'm like, yeah, Thomas, you've been picking real, like, heavy ones.
I like drama. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
like,
not sorry.
You're like, am I the drama? Am I the drama?
I don't like being in drama. I just like witnessing and narrating on it.
No, literally. Okay. Am I the asshole for not taking off work for my girlfriend's birthday? I, 31, female, and my girlfriend, 29, female, have been dating for about a year.
Oh my god, we're gays! Yay!
Yeah, I'm like, this kind of changes the tone immediately, because I thought this was just going to be some raggedy-ass man not taking his girlfriend seriously, but like, we'll see.
Right, now we have a raggedy-ass woman not taking her girlfriend seriously.
No, literally. Equal opportunity. Her birthday was last month, and it landed on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are typically busy work days for me. My plan was to go to work, maybe go out, maybe sneak out around 4 if I could manage it, meet up with her for her birthday dinner at a restaurant she likes, and when I asked her what she planned to do, she didn't really have much of a plan, mostly hang out, do whatever I want, maybe do this, maybe do that, nothing concrete. So I asked if she knew where she wanted to go for dinner after work. She got upset because she had expected me to take the day off to spend it with her doing whatever. I told her that I didn't want to do that and felt uncomfortable. I'd recently had some life events and health issues that effectively burned through most of my PTO and sick days, and she told me to lie about being sick again and that I had a doctor's appointment. This made me more uncomfortable. I hate lying. I hate bending the rules, especially when it comes to work. I've worked hard for my career and I'm lucky to have my job. Additionally, my company has been very good to me and it felt wrong taking advantage of their kindness. She comes for money and she has always had a cavalier approach to jobs. Her mindset is that if any company would fire you on a whim, why be loyal? I mean, ciao.
No, not she has a point. Oh.
I told her no, but she insisted and we fought. Eventually, she gave in and accepted. Her birthday comes around. She seemingly has a good day, shopping, napping, going to lunch with her parents. At dinner, she seemed completely fine. We went to one of her favorite spots, had an excellent meal, got a free champagne, and then we went home. I gave her gifts and we made love. I'll spare you the details. Okay. And in the
Go
end,
be lesbians.
she
Yes.
had a great day. Flash forward to today. A month later, she's clearly upset and grumpy. I poke and prod. I ask what's wrong. She eventually explodes on me, and since she's still pissed off, I didn't take off work for her special day, and that I haven't apologized. She says I ruined her day by not being there for her. And when I brought it up, she said she had a great day, and she said she lied, and that obviously I'm supposed to have done everything in my power to make sure she had an amazing B-day. Again, she had no plans listed. She was operating off just vibes. When I pointed that out, she said it was my responsibility to help her come up with things to do and know what she wanted to do. I'm very confused and my head hurts. Reddit, am I?
Ooh, girl.
So,
girl,
I scrolled back up to the top to get the ages. The OP is 31 and the girlfriend is 29. Now, if the girlfriend's birthday was the 29th birthday, girl, you can lick my ass. If it's a 30th birthday, maybe that's a little bit different because that is a milestone birthday. Like that is
you're old now.
Deal. Like that is a big deal birthday. But if it's 21, I mean not 21, but if it's 29, girl, let me slip my panties to the side so you can kiss my entire ass. Cause girl, fuck you, fuck your birthday, fuck your mama, like fuck everything about you and your life.
Fuck everything you love, bitch.
Like, you rich, spoiled ass spoon bitch. Like, listen.
Oh my god. I can't.
The fact that this bitch had a problem because you wouldn't use your PTO and sick days on her little birthday. It would be one thing if she was passionate and had a plan for her birthday, but she didn't. She just wanted to go with the flow. And it's like, she expected you to just go with the flow with her, and you still gave her an amazing evening. So
right, it sounds wonderful, quite honestly, and it sounds like she had a good day that she's not appreciating. Like, if I had a partner and I got to it was my birthday and I got to go do my thing, like see loved ones or whatever, and then have an amazing dinner with my partner, I consider that a win. I don't know what she's bitching about.
Like, at that, I would like unironically dump her ass for that. Like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I know we're not married, but divorce.
Like, was that not good enough for you? Okay, then we're done. Then I don't have to celebrate your birthday again.
Yeah, especially because up front, y'all already had this conversation where, you weren't comfortable, taking time off. Especially, you've already used a lot of your paid time off. To me, that... Maybe that is just regular illness, but my brain immediately goes to what if you have chronic health issues and you might actually need that for something later on, so you can't afford to use any of it up. We've already had this discussion, and yeah, sure, the girlfriend had issues with it, but we came to an understanding. At least that's what I thought, and that's what OP thought. And this whole blowing up a month later, where your girlfriend wasn't cluing you in that she had an issue and she was expecting you to read her mind. Girl, the number of red flags. No, absolutely the fuck not. If you still had an issue with it, girlfriend, fuck this bitch. Fuck this bitch for real. OP deserves better. Good God.
I don't know. I just feel like this feeds into the idea that people think that it is a romantic partner's job to like complete you and to like make, and it is your partner's job to be the sole provider of your happiness. And it's like, girl,
right, like we gotta be together all the time, we have to be the same person, like
it's like, girl,
like
if they fucking go get a hobby,
like if OP
grass.
had taken the day off, would the girlfriend have seen her family or done anything for herself? I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Ugh. Jesus, like
that just shows you that even lesbians can suck.
Yeah, they can. I'm not gonna make a joke.
You know what?
Look, you walked right into that one.
First of all, that's my job. Okay, like that.
I forgot. I know you're the pervert. I know.
On this podcast to make the sinful jokes, so let's not encroach on my lane. Okay, number one. Number two, there was a way better way you could have made that joke. But whatever, we're moving on.
Wow. Okay.
Like if you're gonna do it right. Like.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say it's okay, and then a month from now, blow up at you and yell at you.
I mean, you could do that, but then I'd have to go on Reddit about it.
Do it. We'll both be famous.
Okay, now I'm just gonna do 2 and 2.
Okay.
So, am I the asshole for telling my stepdaughter she's not welcome? Or am I the asshole for telling my wife that I will lose respect for her if she doesn't apologize?
I'm curious about the wife and the apology.
Ooh, okay.
Did I pick another doozy?
You know you always do.
I always do. Look, we had our laugh, okay? We had our laugh over the silly lesbians.
We had our little chuckle over the lesbians. I'm sending you this new one. Oh, and this one has an update too.
Oh, not an update. Oh, girl.
We love an update.
All right, let's see. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that I will lose respect for her if she doesn't apologize? My wife and I have 3 kids. Thursday, my wife was helping our 9-year-old with her homework. She was supposed to fill in a chart with timetables. That was a hectic day. Our 4-year-old threw up, and I was trying to clean him up, and my wife was having trouble getting our 9-year-old to focus on what she was doing because she kept looking at me. Our 9-year-old hates math and is pretty bad at it, which annoys my wife, who is usually fantastic at math. I also hate math. I get it. My wife asked our daughter what 7 times 7 was. Our daughter said she didn't know. My wife kept telling her to try and think of any answer. She kept saying she didn't know. My wife was getting frustrated. Our daughter finally guessed 37. My wife said, close, 47. Our 13-year-old then said, no, Mom, it's 49. My wife snapped at that point and told him to shut up and go upstairs. Oh, my God. He went into the back. Oh, my God. Now you having beef with your 13-year-old because he's better at math than you. Oh, girl.
Like, what?
Maybe I did choose the silly one. Okay. Okay. Anyway, he went into the backyard instead. She took a deep breath and then went into our room. I finished with our 4-year-old and then went outside. Oh my God, how puke covered was this child? Jesus. I tried to talk to him, but he didn't want to listen. He kept saying, but Dad, 7 times 7 is 49. I told him his mom just got... So
but
funny.
Dad, 7 times 7 is 49. What?
Can we use that now as a line whenever we're like stating something that's just true?
But Dad.
7 times 7 is 49.
49.
But Dad, there are 49 genders.
Oh my god. This is so unserious. Oh.
We found several new inside jokes.
My Jesus. Okay, finish it up.
Okay, we're not even halfway through. Okay.
We're not even halfway through this bitch.
I told him his mom just got frustrated and didn't mean to yell at him. He kept insisting that 7 times 7 is 49. I'm fucking dying here.
Wendy! Somebody call Wendy. Okay?
Wait,
Clap.
gets better.
Clap
Parentheses.
if you care. Clap if you care.
Parentheses, which I am aware of. So I got nowhere. I went back inside to talk to my wife. She said she knew she shouldn't have yelled. She said she was frustrated because he was distracting her, and that's why she made the mistake. I pointed out that she made the mistake before he said anything. She started crying. Now she started crying over this. And asked why I was being so critical. I apologized and told her I loved her and that she was bad at math.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We hugged it out, but then I asked her if she was going to go and apologize to our 13-year-old. She said no because he shouldn't have interrupted her. She said he was rude and needed to learn not to interrupt. Girl. I told her that it's not okay to tell him to shut up. We went back and forth, and finally I said, I won't be able to respect her as much if she doesn't apologize. That really hurt her. She said she needed space. She hasn't said a word to me or him since Thursday. Oh, how long has it been? How long has it been? Jesus. Oh my God. I know that what I said was harsh, but I cannot respect someone who won't apologize when they made a mistake. Am I the asshole? My sister says I am because I'm not being supportive, and our 13-year-old is, quote, a lot, unquote. Do we want to do thoughts or update?
I just, girl, okay. If I was the husband, I would honestly just divorce the wife and call it a day. Divorce, I don't even honest back it, girl, just divorce the wife, get full custody, say, Your Honor, my wife hates our 13-year-old son. So yeah.
Wait, I have a glorious joke. Make sure she gets a good lawyer because she clearly won't be able to count the finances when we separate.
You know what? But you know what? All I'm leaving that bitch is $49. Okay.
As a reminder that she was wrong.
And maybe 49 cents, okay, if she's lucky.
Actually, no, make it $49.47.
Ooh. I don't know, because it's just how old is this? How old is this couple? You can't apologize. Mind you. And not to
it doesn't say how old they are.
Not to get all misogynistic about it, but as a woman, I would look at you differently. I'm not gonna lie. As a woman, I would look at you differently. Because you can't have any compassion or empathy for your child. You yelled at the child and you can't have no compassion or empathy to apologize.
Over math.
over math, like, that's just so, like, I can't, I'm gonna look at you differently as a mother. So I can definitely see him being like, I lose respect for you. You know?
Like, if she's having this reaction over something that doesn't fucking matter, what the fuck is she like when things do matter?
You know, it's just so stupid and silly, and like, not to like be on the side of the child who was a lot, but like, but dad, 7 times 7 is 49. So
right, like, can you imagine if to preserve this marriage we had to go through life like just saying 7 times 7 is 47? If we just had to like change the way we view math forever.
Yeah, I mean, you have to deny reality to be in relationship with your mom and your wife. And also, like, I have a problem with parents who are just, number one, mean to them. Like, I think that a lot of times parents think children are their, like, personal property, and children are not their own, like, autonomous individuals, like, with thoughts and feelings and emotions and opinions. So just being like, shut the fuck up and go to your room, it's like, ew, like, for what? And you could say, oh, it's for interrupting, but girl, it wasn't for interrupting, it was because you were embarrassed, because you're an idiot and you don't know what 7 times 7 is.
Right, and instead of admitting that fuck up, you decided to make it this whole thing when it didn't have to be that. Like, sorry, Mom, that I'm better at math than you. Like, okay, all right.
And what lesson do you teach your child at that point? That being right is not important. That him being, it doesn't matter if he's right, he will not be listened to. And that he should have to deny the reality of the situation or what the truth is to make you comfortable. Because that's what you teach. That's what you teach kids when you do shit like that.
And what a wonderful lesson to impart that Shirley won't fuck them up for years to come.
You know, it's like, imagine he goes back to the class and it's like, my mom said 7 times 7 is 47.
And then he gets bullied about it for the rest of his life. And then the bullying causes him to become a terrible person in adulthood who constantly cannot do math and second guesses himself when he has to do his taxes. And then the IRS audits him and then sends him to prison. All because you couldn't admit that 7 times 7 is 49.
Oh, girl.
You've landed your child in fucking jail.
The update is just as long as the story.
Is it?
Yeah, the one I just sent.
Oh, wait, no, because there was an update here at the bottom on the one that you sent. Are there 2 updates?
Yeah, there's a whole other story that's just the update for this.
Oh my god. Holy fuck. Okay. Let's do the update that's here on this first one first, just to, like, okay. Update 1, apparently. Are you listening, wife who can't count? Like that I said 1? Okay.
Okay.
God. Okay. My wife got up before our alarm and started cleaning our bathroom. I started the laundry and made breakfast. She didn't say a word when she sat down to eat. She ate faster than normal. She stood up, picked up our 4-year-old, and told our 9-year-old to get ready because they were going to the library. She didn't say anything to our 13-year-old. I told her we need to talk and she shook her head. Wow. Okay. I followed her upstairs and insisted we need to talk. She just kept shaking her head. Wow, can't even... Okay, so not only can you not count, you don't know how to speak. Okay. She will catch all the strays. All right. She went into our 4-year-old's room and locked the door. I went downstairs and told our 13 and 9-year-old that we are going to the dog park. They both asked if Mom was okay, and I said yes and that she needed space. I grabbed some clothes for our 9-year-old from the laundry room, and she got changed in the downstairs bathroom. We are at the dog park, and my wife is refusing to answer my texts. I'm starting to think this isn't about math. You think? You think? Oh my god. Holy fuck. Okay, now the update, the grand update. Oh, you're right. This is a holy text.
This is just as long as the original story.
I think it's longer. I think we have a Bible sequel.
Oh my God.
That was the Bible. This is the Quran. We have the sequel.
Ooh, child.
All right. TLDR for those who don't want to click. My wife and I were having a crazy week last week. Okay, whatever. This is just a recap. Update. Yesterday, my wife wanted to take the 2 younger children to the library. I tried to talk to her and she locked herself in our 4-year-old's room. I took our older 2 children to the dog park. She took our 4-year-old to the library. Okay, well, maybe there your 4-year-old will learn how to count from a librarian. At the dog park, I talked to our 13-year-old. I explained to him that a lot was going on right now and that his mother was overwhelmed. I said that sometimes when a person is overwhelmed, the next thing that happens, good, bad, or neutral, is the thing that pushes them over. And the source of that thing, good, bad, or neutral, is what they lash out at. I said his mom was wrong to lash out at him, but it wasn't his fault, and she really didn't mean it. I said she was embarrassed, and that was why she was avoiding him. He said that wasn't fair.
Can I stop you right there? Can I stop you right there?
Yeah, go for it.
This is what I tell you right here, because I have a feeling that this is the story we're gonna end off on anyway, because it's long as fuck. So I feel comfortable stopping you right there.
No, you're right. Because this is the end. Like,
this is the mistake I feel you're making. I don't think you should lie to that boy, and I know you don't. I know you think that you're protecting your wife and whatever, and you are being fair, and you're trying to reassure him that she loves him and all of this and that, and she's just having a hard time. And that might be true, but this is the reality of the situation. You do not have 3 children. You have 4. Okay? You don't have 3 children. I'm gonna say it louder for the people in the back. You don't have 3 children. You have 4. Your wife is your youngest child.
Mentally, for sure.
She is a baby. I don't know if you need to go get her a diaper or something, but she is a child. And, she did mean it. If it's this long and there's no apology, and this is her oldest child, this is her firstborn baby boy, and she ain't apologized. She meant that shit. She's not sorry. She doesn't love him. I'm sorry, I know that's harsh. She doesn't love him. Okay?
If she's willing to do all of this over a fucking math equation, oh girl,
I'm sorry.
That's a deep hate.
And I know you don't want to say that to a 13-year-old, but baby, I said, baby boy, I'm sorry. Your mother just don't got love in her. I don't know who raised her, but she just don't have love in her heart. I'm sorry for that, but that's not your fault, son. And we're gonna be all right. But your mother, she just doesn't have love in her heart for you. And I think that tell him that early, so that he can give up hope of his mother ever getting some damn sense. Because, kids will hold out. They'll hold out because maybe one day my mom will have sense and she'll love me. But that's just not going to be the case. So 7 times 7 will always be 49, and your fucking mother will never love you. Those 2 things will always be true.
I need that engraved. Okay. I need that in a picture frame.
So, those 2 things will always be true.
Holy fuck. That's a bar. That's a fucking bar.
She didn't mean it. She didn't mean it. No, bitch. She did. Why are you lying to that boy? He did mean it.
The numbers 7, 47, and 49 will never be the same for me.
No, and something similar happened to me when I was a kid. Not because my parents were similarly aggressive when it came to teaching us math and shit like that. And I think that my parents learned very quickly that I just did not respond well to fear-based shit. So the approach had to be switched with me. But other things, I think when I was about 13 or 14 or something, I decided that I wanted to do swimming lessons for a summer instead of like football or something. And I remember my parents got into it, and my dad like was really angry about it, and I don't think we talked for a couple of weeks. And like, I don't know, my mom was like, oh, he doesn't mean it or whatever. But like, in my mind, I'm like, why is she lying? He does mean it because he's angry. He's angry.
Yeah,
about
again,
it.
kids
He
know.
does
Kids
mean
pick
it.
up on the shit.
And like, obviously the hyperbolicism of like, oh, they don't love you. I mean, I do. Yes, I think two things can be true. I think that like, in the mom's heart of hearts, does she on some level love her children? Of course. But at the same time, it's like on that base level, like on the surface, no, bitch, you don't love your kids, because you can't even say sorry over math. And not only that, you admitted to your husband that she was wrong,
But not your child.
You admitted to your husband that she was wrong. It would be one thing. It would be one thing if she was just so deluded to thinking that 7 times 7 was 47 and that she was right. That would be one thing. But
you know the guy with the cork board of conspiracies? I'm imagining that's her trying to work this out.
Like, but that bitch knows she's fucking wrong, and she would rather her 13-year-old firstborn baby boy walk around feeling like shit because his mother, the one bitch in the world that's supposed to fuck with him, doesn't fuck with him. Insane.
Yeah, the whole vibe I'm getting is that like, it's not about the math. I think for whatever reason, she's had beef with this child, and this was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Because you don't act like this randomly at your child if you do love them and have had no problems with them thus far.
Like, you know, anyway, I just had to stop. You continue, but I just had to stop you and make that point that she did mean it.
No, it's okay. Like, girl, this is a saga. Like, we have to break it up somehow. Let's see. I was trying to help him understand that he didn't do anything wrong and he shouldn't feel bad. But all he could focus on is that he was being treated unfairly. I told him that it was unfair, but that his mom isn't perfect and everyone makes mistakes. Oh, get out of here, Hannah Montana. Get out of here.
He's making I just feel like, not to stop you again, but like, I really hate that this good ass husband is being wasted on this piece of shit ass mom. Because
we're gonna be here for 49 years.
There are so many women that deserve husbands that give them the benefit of the doubt, that defend them because it's hard. I know I just made fun of this bitch for being a terrible mom, but let's be real, being a mom is hard. It's hard out here to be a mom. And moms aren't perfect, and moms do make mistakes. And I do think it's cool that the dad is trying to like teach that, especially to like a male, just a child, especially to a boy. I do think that like that is a good lesson that you are trying to teach your son. But at the same time, like, there's teaching your son that like being a mom is being not perfect sometimes, and then there's like making excuses for a grown-ass woman being a child.
Amen. Fucking men. I'm trying not to say anymore because like we'll be here for forever, but good lord, you get what we're saying.
Yes.
Now let's see, where was I? Okay. I said sometimes he is unfair, but we forgive him because we love him. Fuck you.
He's the child?
Holy shit. Anyway, I said forgiving his mom, even though she's wrong, would be a nice way to show his love for her. Forgiving her? Oh, girl, fuck you. But okay, but that he doesn't have to. All right. Again, he just said that the situation was unfair, which it is. It really is. Oh my God, we're not even halfway through.
I fucking know Michelle and Megan would be shitting bricks. What the fuck? She'd be like, it's not over? Like, it's not over.
Michelle would just be mentally clocked the fuck out.
She'd be like, it's not done.
She's like, yeah, you're still going. This email's still going. Like,
this email's still going. God.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. After the dog park, I took our 13-year-old to a friend's house and our 9-year-old to a friend of mine's house. I went home and made dinner. However, my wife went out to dinner with our 4-year-old, so she didn't get home until after, until after I'd put everything away. I told her that we had to talk now that the older kids aren't here and that not talking wasn't an option anymore. She still ignored me. Oh, stonewalling. That's great.
You're talking to your 4th child, by the way.
So I said that if she wouldn't engage with me, I'd have to call our sisters and get them to come over to help me. She got very angry, but she finally engaged. She told me that she's drowning. She said work is exhausting, and every day when she gets home, her patience is already below 0. She is scared and upset by her 4-year-old's stomach issues. She said he threw up again at dinner. She really shouldn't have taken him out to eat because we are supposed to keep track of everything he eats before throwing up or not throwing up before the appointment today, which is impossible to do at a restaurant, but I didn't mention that. She said that she can't take our 13-year-old's behavior anymore. I said he didn't do anything wrong Thursday. She said that when we were that age, if we interrupted our parents to tell them that they were wrong, we would have been punished severely. She said that we raised a spoiled, entitled child. She said she can never get any peace and quiet in our own home that we worked hard to pay for because we have a spoiled teen that refuses to ever stop talking or making noise. I said we have been working on those behaviors and he has been improving, but she lashed out when he was trying to be helpful, and that sends the wrong message. She told me that I am not supporting her. She said she needs things to change. She said we need to crack down and stop being so lenient. If he plays the recorder after we told him he's done for the night, we need to take it. If he interrupts, he needs to go straight to his room. If he argues about curfew, he needs to lose privileges. I told her that we need to take a step back. I said if she is overwhelmed, she needs to take a break. I told her this heightened emotional state is a bad time to make huge household changes. I suggested, like many commenters did, that she get a hotel for a few days and decompress. She said she's not the problem. I didn't say she was, and he is. She said he was bad from the beginning. Oh! He was bad from the beginning.
He was bad from the day he popped out my coach. Okay, I just knew he was bad. When he popped out the coach, I knew I could smell he was bad.
Holy!
I could smell it.
Well, we know who the family scapegoat is. She said when our daughter didn't have all his issues, she thought it was because she is a girl. But our 4-year-old is a boy and is also better behaved, so he is the problem. She also said, I've always seen it and used to admit it, but stopped to make her look crazy. Not it's a conspiracy now. Oh my God. She also said she has been seeing an online therapist. I had no idea. She said she didn't tell me because she was embarrassed. Her therapist told her that our son has dangerous tendencies and shows signs of being contemptuous towards women because he doesn't respect his mother. Okay, but like, is that true, or are you just like, you know, feeding the therapist what your biased ass is saying? All right. Let's just finish this. We're near the end.
I want to be done. I want to be done so bad.
I had no idea how to respond to that. I said any therapist who would say something like that about a child they've never met shouldn't be licensed. And if it's an online therapist, for all she knows, they aren't. Oh my God, did she go to BetterHelp?
maybe she went to BetterHelp.
Oh my God.
BetterHelp, where 7 times 7 is 47.
Today's podcast episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. They paid us $47. Oh my God. Okay. At the end of our conversation, she agreed to go to the hotel only if she took our 4-year-old with her because she wanted to be the one to take him to his medical appointment. I didn't think that was a good idea at all. However, she ended up just taking him and going. I picked up the kids and brought them home. They sensed that something's wrong and were very subdued this morning getting ready for school. I talked to my boss when I came in, and he is going to let me leave early to go to our 4-year-old's medical appointment. I am not sure what will happen there. I am hoping that it will be good news and that will make us all feel less on edge. Divorce, 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 divorce. Divorce.
Let's just title this episode, y'all. Just break up. Get a divorce. Why does everybody tonight need a divorce? Divorce.
Even the ones who aren't married need divorces.
Divorce. Because it's just like divorce. Because your wife, I'm sorry, your wife hates your child. I don't understand.
He was bad from the beginning.
Your wife hates your child. Like, when I say hates, I mean with a capital H, hates. Ooh.
She saw him the day he was born, and she saw devil horns.
She said, I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Or when you popped out, in this case.
When you popped out or something.
Holy fuck. Okay. This is just... where do we even go from here?
Okay, so let me start here. You have, I gotta keep saying, you don't have 3 children, you have 4. Because, girl, the fact that she is so unwilling to take accountability, and mind you, all this started over a fucking math problem. And instead of just nipping it in the bud and making relationships right with your child, it was just like, she just felt like she bare no allegiance, no responsibility to it. And to say, oh, well, back in our day, first of all, bitch, how old are you?
Oh.
Like, are you 30? Are you 30 or are you 60? Because what the fuck do you mean back in our day if we would have talked about, like, where are you from? Okay.
Yeah, like when I heard that, what I heard is she really wants to hit her kids with a belt. That's what I heard.
Like, what are you talking about? And then it really sounds like they might have a child that struggles with being neurodivergent, or maybe they just have maybe they have a child with ADHD or something. It's given the boy is really hyperactive, or maybe has a history of being hyperactive or something, and she doesn't like that. And it seems like the dads that they have been working on, and he's been getting better about it, but it's just giving there's a point where it's not about managing neurodivergent tendencies. It's about snuffing out who that person or that child is. Because, at the end of the day, kids be annoying. And they talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they interrupt. And, that's just kind of what they do. And especially 13. 13 is a very awkward age. You're trying to figure out who you are. And you're in that weird, transitional stage where you're not a little baby kid anymore, but you're also not a teenager becoming an adult yet either. You're in this weird kind of transitional puberty kind of age, and it's really, for lack of a better term, it's messy and it's awkward and it's weird, and it's not just awkward and weird for that kid, it's awkward and weird for the people around that kid, because it's I don't quite know who you are yet, because neither do you. But as a parent, it is your job to be there with them as they figure that out. And you snuffing out every little idea they have, and you snuffing out every time he speaks out of turn, and you snuffing out every time he plays the recorder after bedtime. It's what are you teaching your child? You're teaching your child that any sort of self-expression or any kind of expression of who they are is a bad thing. You're teaching them to repress themselves all of the time, because you're not going to accept them and love them kind of how they are. And I just feel like that just means that you just don't like your child. And that's really unfortunate, and that's really sad.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that this deep resentment was there, because that's the only way something that small could blow up in this way. And I, for whatever reason she has for this, I just feel for that like kid, because that shit's gonna stick with him. And it's like your own parent, like thinking that you are perpetually the problem. You are always the one at fault for whatever is happening, even when clearly you aren't. Like, you're gonna internalize that, and it's gonna follow you forever. And that just pisses me the fuck off. Like, parenting is clearly like not for everybody, and I just think that poor kid getting stuck with a mom like this, I'm like, ooh, girl. And to the OP, to dad, I need you to get divorce papers and step the fuck up and tell that bitch that this is not fucking acceptable. Because I'm gonna be real, when you have kids, my view is kids get your loyalty first, because they are depending on you. They are little, fragile, developing things who need you to be there for them. And if your spouse isn't stepping up to the plate or is making them feel like shit, I don't give a fuck how much you love them. Those kids need you, and you cannot let them take the brunt of that hatred and that anger the way that your wife is doing this. Like, that's not fucking acceptable. Not one bit. Also, fuck that therapist.
Like, I really need the father to understand that this is not a dispute between spouses anymore. This is life or death for you and your children. Like, a lot of times we tell women, your husband hates you, get out. Your husband hates you and your kids, get out. Your husband is violent, get out. Now
we gotta tell the man that.
Now I'm telling it to the man. Man, your wife is emotionally violent. She doesn't like you or your kids. You need to get out and you need to get away from her, because she's not safe. She's not a safe adult. She's not a safe adult, and you really want that for you. And also, clock this. Y'all don't do a lot of family shit anyway. Did you notice that? Every 2 seconds, one parent is taking them somewhere. I took my 13-year-old here, and my 9-year-old here, and the 4-year-old went over here, and then we did this, and then I took the 4-year-old here, and then she took the 4. It's like, dang, bitch, y'all just taking everybody. Can y'all do that? Do y'all do nothing together? Shit.
Yeah, I'm like, is this okay? Because we definitely know that the wife has had outbursts like this before. Is this just protocol? How often is this happening where like we all have to go off to like leave the house and all be in separate locations just to wait out these storms? Because that's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. It's not emotionally healthy. It's just like, and then I just would not allow her to be around. And this is where I need more men to step up and get into like their protective parenting bag, because I think that a lot of times, because as a society we believe that women are naturally just supposed to be mothers and caregivers and nurturers, we just think that they're automatically fit for these roles and just supposed to be in these roles. That's not always how it is. You know, and I think that most times men only truly get involved if a woman is just so terrible at her job where like their physical safety is in danger. But it's not always like that, because in this situation, yeah, maybe not their physical safety, but their psychological safety is in danger. Their mental health is in danger. Like the fact that this mother could create an environment where this child not only resents himself, but resents his siblings, because she already said it. The other two kids don't act like this. The other two kids are better than this. The other two kids aren't like this. It's giving him. He's the problem. So now you're going to create a dynamic where these kids have conflict with each other because you're trying to treat people differently. It's like,
yeah, wasn't there a point where like the 9-year-old even commented like that their 13-year-old was a lot? Like, it's already happening.
Right. Like, you're creating this dynamic where there's conflict because you want to play favorite, and that's not healthy. And as a man, I feel like you need to protect all of your children from that, and you need to make sure that your partner, your spouse, does not put this hatred into your children. So if I was you, I would get that damn divorce, okay? I would get
full custody.
Full custody. I would say court supervised visitation. Court supervised visitation.
And make sure a mathematician is present.
Literally. Okay, and bring a calculator. Bring a mathematics, a scientific calculator up in that bitch too.
Oh,
okay?
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
I'm just scared of like, if this woman is willing to like have these like outbursts like that. I'm scared of I'm always scared of like the extremes of what people are capable of, and my fear was this turning like physically violent, and like not even necessarily towards the 13-year-old. My thought was like, what happens if like he like grows up and isn't around, or like he isn't readily available to be a punching bag, and then she starts taking it out on the other kids. That was my fear.
Yeah.
Whew.
Child. Reading some of these responses, I'm like, ooh, child, the people are not on her side.
All this over a damn mouth problem.
The comments are not on her side. Ooh.
Well, no, who the fuck would be? Like, the devil?
Like, I don't know. Sometimes these Am I the Asshole comment sections are pretty mixed, but tonight's were just like, everyone's just like, get a divorce.
Oh, God. The lesson is divorce is a good thing.
Like, y'all, just break up.
It's okay to be single. It's okay. It's better than whatever the fuck these are. Jesus.
Oh. Anywho, child, that took a lot out of us. Child, that's it. That's all. Follow us on our social media platforms. Subscribe to our respective channels. Buy any books that we put out. You know,
send us good vibes, please, Lord Almighty in heaven and earth, help.
If you like what I have to say and you want me to keep saying it, tip me on Cash App. Link in the description.
And buy my shit and pledge on Patreon or whatever. My brain is cooked.
We don't give a fuck, bitch. All right, goodbye.
Good night, everyone.